Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of EFL Teacher Talk with Sean G. I am Sean Gallagher, your host for the weekly EFL talk show, talking about all things EFL. Today we have a teaching topic, teaching tips and techniques. Today we are in my classroom. We're not in my normal filming spot. I have a very comfortable chair I'm sitting in, so I'm very happy about that. And today's topic is phonics and how to teach beginning phonics. These techniques are designed especially for the young learners market. We use these techniques quite a bit in my classes. I actually had to show two people that work for me. I had to show two of these people, two people today, the exact same thing. So I thought I'd make a video about it. I think it's a really great game using some cards developed for the young learners market. The age ranges, depending on if they're, Kiowa or international preschool, you could probably use this with 4-year-olds, 5-year-olds, 6-year-olds, 7-year-olds, 8-year-olds, anywhere in there. Actually, this stuff would be good for anybody, any EFL student who doesn't know the phonics of English. I actually do use some of this stuff. I have some private lessons I teach with adults, and I'll also use some of these techniques in my private lessons with adults as well, because Lord knows the adult market, they also need to get the phonics down and the pronunciation and everything. Okay, so let's get into it. So and just to give you some sort of a reference of where these kids are in terms of their phonics progression, these kids the game I'm going to show you is for kids who have already been studying phonics for a little bit. It's for kids who already know a set of anchor images with the phonemes, and they're starting to learn the graphemes here. So a lot of the kids, they'll already know, they'll be able to do stuff like this. So if you say, hey, what's this? They'd be able to say, oh, that's bird, or cat, dog, elephant, fish. So these kids, they can already do all of that stuff, right? And what they're really working on is, where are you? Seems like kids at this stage might be working on trying to memorize, put the sound information onto a grapheme, onto one letter, to be able to say, hey, this is an a. This is apple. So anyway, so this game, it's right about there in their development level. They're not quite ready for CVC words yet, some of the 3-letter words like cat or dog or pig or bed or something like that. It's kind of right before that. It's kind of a bridge right, in between single letters and then starting to do multiple letters. So that's kind of where they are in terms of their phonics level. The things that you will need if you would like to run this class, activity in your class, it would be nice to have a set of anchor image cards. We do these every week in our phonics chant. Maybe I'll post a link. I have a phonics chant training video that we use internally here. I think I'll post the link down below for that if anybody wants to see that. But yeah, these are your anchor image cards. We do a phonics chant every week just to try to drill this stuff, into the kids, into their ears, so they can remember it. Bird. A lot of times the kids will repeat bird. On the car. On the car. Elephant. Elephant. So anyway, they should already be able to do all that stuff. So list of materials you need. You need some anchor images, anchor image flashcards. And that's mainly for the teacher. The kids will not be using that. But it's as a reference, right? So if the kids see these, they know what you're talking about. So, and the actual materials that you need for the class are a set of grapheme cards. So grapheme are single letter cards that represent one sound. So this is a M card. This is the H card. This is the L card. This is the K card. So, and then you can also see on these cards, I've put this dot in this upper right hand corner. So just for orientation, because, a lot of times you don't know which way these things are supposed to go. The D and the P and the B and the Qu all kind of look the same. So, somebody didn't put these back the right way, man. I swear. Okay, but anyway, yeah. So the the dot helps kids orient them the right way. And so usually I will distribute a set of these to the kids. Here you go, kids. That's for you. I will move the camera right now to give you guys a better look at what's going on. Okay, so now the kids will put these out in front of them. I'm not going to do them all. I'll do, but whoop, never mind. Whoop, there's that. So, okay, let's say they have the whole set out. Usually one set can either go with one child or you can do 2 kids per one set. At my school here, we have maximum of 8 students per class. So we will have 4 sets of these. So easy to do the math there. We can handle 8 kids with this. So anyway, you've given the kids the cards. They like getting stuff. I think cards, I love card games because they're naturally student-centered, right? Anytime you're using a card game, I think it's just inherently a student-centered activity that there's a really high level of interest in from the students. So they're messing with your cards. You try to make sure that they have them all oriented in the right way. And the other bits of materials you will need to run this class, I like to have my handy bell. There we go. Ooh, a little bit noisy. I like my squeaker. That indicates a wrong answer. And then I like my reward tokens. These are little chips called ohajiki. You might have seen me introduce these in another video that we have. So, in order to run the game, I like to use a kinetic element in my class, where kinetic element means the kids are moving, so they're not only just sitting. This is especially important if you have younger students, let's say 4 or 5-year-olds in the class, 6-year-olds in the class. They almost have to be moving, right? So I've incorporated that into this game so it'll hold their attention longer because they can move. So since they're going to move, I need to move. So I will try to not break anything here as I move this. Ooh, $200 microphone, don't break. There we go. Okay, so I just moved a little bit there. I would normally move a little bit further back, but you can see there's a bit of space here, so you can move back so there's space in between you and the table. And then this it simply becomes it's a dictation game. So I've already gone through the anchor images with the kids before this activity. So I'll flip to a random one, something that's probably not too difficult. So I wouldn't ever call k on the first sound just because there's 2 instances of that. And I think it's a little bit tricky for the kids to process that. So we'll start with an easy one. I have a nice easy one right here. D. Okay, can you please bring me the D card? So now the kids are looking for it. For the kids that can complete the task, they complete the task. For the kids that can't complete the task, there's a cheat sheet here. This is cheat sheet level 1. Maybe they have to refer to that. If they can't do that, maybe they need to refer to this cheat sheet. This is a cheat sheet level even below this one. This one's a little more difficult. That one's a little easier. So where a kid might go back and look for the, okay, like dog, and then they would look for dog, and then they would look for the letter shape and then find the card. That's the lowest level. At this point in our semester, everybody, they can probably just go find the card based on that D. So, okay, they get the card, and then the pair of them run it over to you, the single kid or the 2 of them run it over to you. They put it down. I say, great, what is it? So I've called out D. They've heard D. They've searched for the card D. They've brought it over, but now I'm asking them, what is it? They're producing the language at this point, right? It's D. Okay, great, D. Great, here's your point for that. Thank you very much. Hey, what's a D word, by the way? What starts with D? And you could provide an example of that. You could say, if they didn't get it the first time, you could say, okay, D, dog. Oh, there you go. Here's a freebie. Give you one for free. And they'll say, D, dog. Okay, what else starts with D? Anything else? If maybe, perhaps on the very first round of that, maybe I might not push them that far with it, but definitely by the second letter that I'm calling, once it's clear what the format is, Okay, the next sound is, guys, are you ready? Huh. Huh. And that's all I'll give them, right? If they need clarification, I might take it to the horse level, but I really just want them to hear the sound and find it. And lucky for me, I have that out here too. So, huh. Great, they bring it up. What is it? And the kids are saying, huh, great, ding. Here's your point. What starts with huh? Horse. That's the easy one because it's on the anchor image sheet. Right here, I'll get a little closer on that. That's the anchor image sheet there. The horse. Great. What else starts with horse? What else starts with huh? And then I might even start pointing. Hey, what's this? What's this? Oh, it's a hand. Oh, I'm going to give a point for myself because you didn't think of it. Yeah, I think like taunting the kids a little bit like that. It usually, in a friendly way, it usually motivates them, right? You're like, oh, I'm gonna get another one. Oh, what's that over there? It's a hat. Oh, I just got another one, didn't I? And then if they said hat, I would give them a point for it, right? Because now they're with me, right? We're ad-libbing on this. Yeah, so basically that's kind of the easy version of the game. If you needed to step it up, you can start going for VC, vowel consonant combinations. Okay, everybody, can you please bring me it? It. 2 cards. It. And yeah, you could increase the difficulty level that way. If you had to go to 3 or 4 letter combinations, you can always go there as well. And that's pretty much it. It's a tight little game. I think it's a great game because I love how they ad-lib and try to think of more words in their lexicon to try and do that. So yeah, it's a very popular game format. We usually high level of interest, and it seems like the kids really can have a deep understanding of the material by using this game. So that's it for this week. Here, maybe I'll go back to the... hold on. I'll try and put this thing back together. Boing. Slide this guy back over. Blah. Okay, so that is the Phonics game. We have some resources. Like if anybody wants the PDF file on this, maybe hit me up and I might post that to you if I'm feeling very generous. Yeah, but if anybody has any questions, comments about anything related in this video, how'd we do on time? Right about 13 minutes. Hey, I have like a magic clock that goes at 13 minutes, I cut off. So anyway, thank you for tuning in this week to EFL Teacher Talk. And and then there is also a subscribe button. I did that very late, didn't I? We broadcast both on Facebook and YouTube. And thank you for watching. If anybody has any questions, comments, or suggestions, go ahead and hit me up in the comments below. And yeah, until then, everybody have a great week of teaching English. And until next time, signing off.